Hello, my name is Carmen Davenport, and you have tuned in to Get the Bag Business Assets and Gains, where we talk to local businesses around the city about their journeys, their successes, and some challenges, maybe. So today we are here talking to Kimberly Dunham of Nirvana Travel and Wellness. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I am good. I am wonderful. So before we jump in and get started, I always like to ask who is the person behind the product or service. So
Okay.
who is Kim?
I am a travel agent and yoga instructor. But how did that get started? So I started off in yoga. And the reason, like, I started in yoga just to help with like stress, and I was at the time a single parent, and I just needed something more. I had lost my mom, and I just needed something to be more grounded or more centered. And so I started doing yoga, really got into it, and then it was like this feeling that was like, oh, you're going to do yoga, you're going to be a yoga instructor. And so once my daughter was a teenager, I took the yoga teacher training class, and with that, it gave me the courage to start my travel business. I started the travel business because I used to travel just for self-care. Like I said, at the time I was a single mom, and so it was like I needed a break. I needed a getaway just to kind of like refuel myself. And so I started traveling, and then I was doing yoga, and it was like, I would like to help other people travel. Like, I would like other people to be able to feel like the relief and just to replenish the same way that I do. And not everyone really knows how to travel, how to book travel. Sometimes people look at travel and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it costs too much." And so I offer travel to people so that they can make payment plans to make it more affordable for them. Also, I book group trips, individual trips, and a lot of times some people just don't want to deal with it. And they're like, I want to travel, but I don't want to deal with all of that. Or, they like, oh, I have this big group, but I don't want to deal with all of that either. So I make that easier for them as well. And then the yoga piece, I just want to give people tools. Like, I want people to have, like, I wish that I had the tools today or 20 years ago that I have today. Just because I think that would, my life possibly could have been different just because I would have learned how to handle stress differently. I would have learned how to be more patient. I would have learned how to like be in relationship with others. And so just being in yoga has taught me so much about me and being in a relationship, and also it pushed me out there to become an entrepreneur, to start a travel agency.
So you were traveling, and then you got into yoga. And have you found that the two together
Oh, definitely.
bring something different to?
Definitely, because I travel for leisure, but I also go and I do yoga retreats. I offer like yoga retreats. I can help put together yoga retreats. And so I think that is something different that I offer as a travel agent and a yoga instructor, because typically you're either a travel agent or a yoga instructor, but you usually don't see the two together. And so I think that is something that I offer that's different from others.
Okay. And then what do you think is let's bust a myth today. What do you think is a myth out there that keeps people from wanting to get involved in yoga? Like here recently I'm like, I want to do yoga, right?
Yeah.
But what are some of the myths that you hear why people are like, "Oh, yoga,
It's witchy. It's
it
it's it's
wow.
it's witchy. That's what a lot of people. That's a myth. A big myth that a lot of people are afraid. They're like, oh no, I'm not doing that. That's but it's not. Like it's tuning into yourself. For me, it's a connection. It's a connection for me with God. Like I have never. I went to church, and I still, we still listen to church. We still go to church. But for me, my connection with God has never been stronger since
Mm.
starting and doing yoga, just because like with meditation, like I am truly connected in one. Like I really can feel God, and I really feel like I'm walking in my purpose. And I didn't really. I always was like, I don't know. I want to do. I don't know. But once I started yoga, it was just like I could, like God was guiding me,
Mm-hmm.
and and so I really believe that like I really am like walking in my purpose. A lot of people look at yoga as witchy, and they're like, oh, these little gods, and it's not that. It's not that.
I used to hear all the time people meditate and like there was this myth going on, and so I just recently
Mm-hmm.
took a nature walk with
You
you,
did,
right? And
yes.
so
Mm-hmm.
before I talk about my own experience,
Yes.
tell us about that journey. Like, tell us about
So,
that.
I'm also a certified forest therapy guide. So that is one of the services that I offer with yoga and my whole wellness. So forest therapy is just going out in nature and bathing your senses. And we have a lot of stuff going on in our head, and we're
Mm-hmm.
constantly like, and just being out in nature and letting go of the things that's going on in your head and just really focusing on nature. It's calming. It helps with anxiety. It helps with depression. It can help with sleep, um, physical, high blood pressure, low blood pressure, cardiovascular. Like there's so many benefits of just being in nature.
Mm-hmm.
So one day I happened to go to a forest therapy walk, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do this. And so I signed up, I took the certification, and I'll be finished with that certification in December. So
Congratulations.
thank
Yeah.
you. I'll also be able to lead forest therapy sessions.
Okay. So we have yoga, we have travel, and we have force therapy,
Mm-hmm.
which all kind of tie into tapping into the higher being, right?
Correct.
And I say that because as we were doing the nature walk,
Mm-hmm.
there were times where I was like, oh God, like she's being quiet too long, right? And I found my mind starting to go a bunch of different places, but then I would refocus.
Mm-hmm.
And once I actually tuned in to what you were trying to get me to do,
Mm-hmm.
I started to see a whole bunch of beauty in my surrounding. I started thinking about things much deeper than what my eye was seeing. So I do I do, and meditation, all those things, I do feel like they're all just bringing you closer
Yes,
closer to that
absolutely.
higher power. So
Absolutely.
I thank you for busting that myth because
Yeah.
I honestly didn't believe it, but at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, I grew up, my mother had this Buddha in her living room, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so people would freak out when they saw
Okay. Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And so when I was younger, I tied it together. But as I got older and realized that meditation and yoga and those type of things, I mean, yoga is wonderful for the body.
It is. It is. It helps, like, you can, with stretching, with strengthening, with relaxing. Like, there's so many elements. Like, there's so many different things with yoga that you could do with yoga. I teach a vinyasa flow where it's a faster, in your body, working in your core, strengthening flow, working with breath work. But then I also teach a restorative yoga class where you're just relaxing and you're letting go and you're restoring your body, you're restoring your mind. So there's so many different things that you could do with yoga. I also have sound bowls. So I lead sound baths. That's something else that, you're able to just, relax and let go. Sound baths help with sleeping, anxiety, stress, depression. And so there's so much with it's so much more than just yoga or forest therapy or sound baths.
Okay. And then you teach more than one type of yoga. There's more than one type of yoga. Just for everybody out there,
Yeah,
there's more than one type of yoga.
There's tons of yoga. Yeah.
So which type of yoga do you teach?
I teach a vinyasa flow.
Okay.
It's basically just like you're working in your core. You're strengthening. You're working in breath work, aligning your body and breath together with movement. I also teach a restorative class where you're just relaxing and you just let go, allow gravity to just hold you and restores your body, your mind. I also teach or lead a yoga nidra class, which is sleep yoga, and it's just allowing your body to just rest deeply. And you can set intentions during that time. It's just really a time of rest. And so a lot of times some people fall asleep, and I'm like, that's okay, because your body just needs to rest, your mind needs to rest, and so it's okay if you go to sleep. I lead sound baths and also meditation and breathing classes.
Okay. And just to give people out there an idea, what's one thing that we could do right now to just kind of relax?
Alternate nostril breathing. You can, I mean, if you want, we can go in.
Yeah.
All right. So just sit in a nice, comfortable seat. You can have your feet grounded, palms face down. And we'll start off. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. And from here, we'll just breathe. And so as you inhale, you'll follow the inhale through your nostrils into your body. And then follow the exhale out of the nose. And from here, you'll take your right hand and you'll use your right thumb to close your right nostril. And you'll exhale on the left side. Inhale on the left. Close the left nostril with the left ring finger.
Put that ring finger in that one.
And exhale right side. Inhale right side. Close with thumb. Exhale left. Inhale same side. Close with ring finger. Exhale opposite. Inhale right. Close. Exhale left. And we'll release the technique. And we'll just breathe here. You can rub your hands on your thighs or rub your hands together just to bring yourself out of the meditation. And that's just, we can come back out of it. And so I would typically do that for about 5 minutes and just doing that. Nadi Shodhana balances both sides of the body, both sides of the brain. It's a calming breath. It helps with stress and anxiety. And so just doing this for 5 to 10 minutes a day can really just help to bring balance.
Now I have a question, because I know my right from left, but I got a little lost there. The thumb and the ring finger, is there a significance?
Yeah, so this is Vishnu Mudra, and you're supposed to use your right hand, and you'll close your right nostril with the right thumb, and then exhale, and then close with the left.
Okay, that's okay. All right.
Yeah.
Got it.
So yeah, and I probably could have shown you this first.
That's okay.
But yeah.
That's okay.
So, yeah.
Your voice is really calming too, so that helps. Mine would be a little rough, but you have that calming voice. So along with that, your voice is really it's really calming. Just so you know that. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's a dream or idea you're most excited to bring to life?
So this year, I started offering services to businesses and organizations. And so I went to Northwest High School earlier in the year, and they had a track and field, or it was a field day.
Okay.
And so they had different classrooms set up. And so I offered sound bowl sessions to different people that came in, different kids and families that came in. And so we did like, I think it was like 15, 20 minutes of that. I also I just, Family Developmental Services, Head Start, just had a wellness day a couple weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
And I was able to do their session. I did 45-minute yoga and sound bath sessions for their wellness day, and it was over 200 people. So that was like a really, like, it was a nice experience, just because it was nice to see so many people come in that haven't experienced yoga or haven't experienced sound baths, and so for them to experience it for the first time and really see the benefit of that, that was really nice. I'll also be working with IU in the spring to
nice.
With their Upward Bound program to help offer some yoga meditation offerings to them. And so my goal is to reach more businesses and organizations and just offer, wellness programs to their business.
I love
that. To their employees.
I love that. I love that. Can you share a moment when you saw someone truly find peace during one of your classes?
Yeah. I think it would have to be, because it's kind of hard to see, like, it's always a hope when I'm teaching, like, okay, I hope they're really, I hope they really enjoyed this. Like yesterday I taught and I had sound baths because I teach at Vasa, and a couple of the ladies came up and they were just like, oh my gosh, that was so nice. And that felt really, really good. And so that's really nice. And I love to see that. What really touched me the most, I think, was with my daughter. Because when I first started playing the sound bath, she was like, ugh, I don't like that. And then once she learned and she understood, like, the benefit, and I was able to just see her grow with that. And so that meant a lot to me, just to see
absolutely
her go from, I don't want to do that, ugh, stop, what is that, to her really being able to feel in her body where, and just be able to benefit from that. And also just to see her journey with yoga, where before it was like, maybe we can do some meditation or some yoga, and she's like, and now she's like, hey, are we gonna do some yoga tonight or meditation? And,
I love that.
And so that's been the most meaningful experience for me.
I love that. If you had to talk to the audience about, people who are skeptical, people who want to get into yoga, but they're scared. Maybe they have physical restrictions or, just all the things that may prevent them from coming and experiencing this transformational thing. What would you tell them?
Honestly, I would just say, just try it.
Just try it.
Because it's kind of, I don't really like to try to convince somebody.
Yeah.
And so it's just something that you have to experience for yourself. And then, once you've experienced it and you see the benefit for yourself, then I think that's what's needed. I can't really, because it's not, because I was like, as I study and as I read and as I learn, I try to look and say, okay, why are they so against it? Like, where in here does it say that, where is it removing God?
Right.
Where is it removing Christianity? Like, where I can't find it.
Right.
And it for me, it just doesn't happen. It doesn't exist. And I say that because, like, I'm still able to be a Christian and also practice yoga.
Right.
And it's strengthened my relationship with God, and I'm walking in my purpose. And I know, like, I've had so many confirmations that I'm like, oh, I know this is God. Like this, and so
absolutely,
I can't. Yeah, it's just
No, hey, that was perfect.
Yeah.
That was perfect. You
Mhm.
you said just try it.
That's,
You know, and if you study it, like she said, she hasn't seen anything where God is removed. And I personally don't believe it is either. I think when you believe, regardless of what you're doing, right?
Yeah, that is so true.
Yeah, so I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you.
But how can people find you? And before you even go there, I have one last question. Um, what is your biggest asset or gain to date?
Personal development.
Oh,
Because without personal development, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. Yoga, like I have, like my relationship with my husband, with my daughter, like it's changed and it's for the better. Like our communication is better. Like we're just a peaceful family.
wow.
And it's just like my circles may have gotten smaller, but it's so peaceful. Um, Personal development, like
Okay.
it's just it's grown me. It's given me courage. Like I would have never ever 10 years ago. I would have never started a business on my own. Like, and it was just yoga just helped me to see like this corporate job that I'm doing. That's not what God has me here to do.
Okay.
And so I just have to say that personal development has been my biggest asset.
Okay. I love that. I'm going to throw this out into the atmosphere because you said a couple of things that I want to hold on to. And that's your daughter has become involved. Your husband is a part of it. And you mentioned peace.
Yes.
So family yoga, right?
Yes.
Inviting your entire family into the yoga space is going to be important. And the thing that I want to throw out there is maybe you have couples yoga.
Oh, definitely. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Did y'all hear that?
yes, couples yoga. And I just had a couple come to one of my classes as a date.
That's a great idea. Yeah, because when you talk about strengthening relationships, everybody's antenna should flip up.
Yes,
because I'm a big fan of Black love in particular, and so the antennas when you say our communication, the peace, all of those things, it's like, hey couples, get to yoga, get to yoga.
Yes.
In particular, Nirvana.
Yes.
Nirvana Wellness, Travel and Wellness.
Nirvana Travel and Wellness.
All right. So definitely tell people where they can get in touch with you.
Okay. I am on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Nirvana Travel and Wellness. My website is nirvanatravelandwellness.com. Phone number 317-537-1833.
Thank you so much for that. And thank you for coming by. I am so excited. I'm so excited you guys are going to have family yoga time with Nirvana Travels. But again, you have tuned in to Get the Bag. I am Carmen Davenport. And until next time, when we talk about what's in your bag, you have a good day.